am Prachi. I am at Envirotech exhibition in Goa. Basically, I am at stall number 21. Its name is Concept Biotech. It's a unique product, looks like green dabba. I would like to know about green dabba, what is this and how it's work. It's a very beautiful, it looks like. It's over to you, sir.
Rocket Composter is one of our innovations, and that is from Concept Biotech, and we are from Baroda, Gujarat, you can say Vadodara. And about this product, I would say that this is the only product which is going to help you to manage your wet waste. And there is we have in garbage, there are two things, one is the wet waste and one the dry waste. And today we are going to talk about this, which is going to help you to manage your wet waste.
Sir, sorry for interrupt you. Sir, you are specially from Baroda to...
Yes, I'm coming specially from Baroda because we are coming here for the first time, and we see that in Goa there is good potential, and there are good panchayat, and people are very cooperative, and I think that this would be a very important instrument which will help in solving the problem of wet waste.
Sir, what's your main objective to come Goa?
Nice question. The objective is very clear. Each and every city, be it in Gujarat, be it in Goa, in each and every city has the problem of wet waste management, and we would like to take care of this wet waste management, or propose some solutions which are very important for managing this waste at source and through decentralized waste management.
It looks like, why its name is Rocket Composter?
See, rocket composter, because you can see that it is the shape of a rocket. Your rocket is slightly having a very narrow space, and its bottom is strong. So this is the shape of the rocket composter, but it doesn't work as a rocket composter, and there is no rocket science in that. This is a very simple composter which you just have to see that you put the waste properly, and then you can operate it.
How it's processor, and what's the specialist about rocket composter?
Very good question. This rocket composter doesn't require any electricity. This rocket composter slightly looks better by any other machinery comparative, and it works on two major principles, which is wind and other is bacteria. And the two important principle is that the wind is when the wind rotates, when this rotates, then it sucks off any obnoxious gas which may be developed, and that is the biggest advantage. This solves the problem of odor, because odor is one thing which everybody tries to run away, and this is the one thing which we can do. The process is very simple. You just have to open the lid, put the waste, spread the waste, and put our bioculture 3 spoons over it, and this allow and shut it. So fill it, shut it, and forget it. Slowly it will decompose, and as you know that waste management, the organic waste break down into carbon dioxide which goes up and water which comes down. This tapering shape helps the water to come down, and that is called compost tea. So this compost tea, you just have to open the knob and take out the compost tea. That is the product which you are getting. You don't get powder compost, but you are converting the wet waste into a compost tea.
Okay, that's the process. Okay, so what's used bacteria? मतलब किस type का bacteria आप इसमें use करते हो sir?
See, bacteria, they are simple bacteria, and there is nothing like we are using soil based bacteria, so which are very safe, and that you have to put only 3 spoons over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we put in non-veg also?
Yes, you can put any type of food waste. It can be of non-veg food waste, cooked food waste, or vegetable waste. So you can put any type of waste.
Which type of gas is released, sir?
So it is basically the carbon dioxide, because we are breaking down the organic matter into carbon dioxide and water, and we don't allow methane or ammonia, which is the generation.
That's my second question is that it generates methane. I think so.
No, how it cannot generate methane, because using the bacteria, and it helps in breakdown into carbon dioxide and water. So there may be some smell of the food waste when you open, but there will be no smell of any type of greenhouse gas, especially the methane or S2S.
According to my understanding, sir, we can do composting in color dabba also. So why I pay its cost is, sir?
Yes, it is. This is costing 18,000 rupees. But more than that, it is elegant looking. So you can do composting, but most of the composting fails because we are not able to operate properly. And that is the reason that this is one instrument which is easily you can operate and easily you can do this.
To design that type of
That is.
who will be the beneficiaries and how you connect to Goa, and is it used for panchayat and it is used for cities?
See, we have done a study of by going to the government data, and that is the data which we know, and that is the reason. We before coming to this exhibition, we have done the study of whichever industry, what is the total number of villages, how is the city, and based on that, we are saying that this is the best product which you can use it in your terrace or flats.
How we operate it over the beneficiaries?
It is a continuous process. It is a continuous process. There is no such cycle. When you start putting your waste, then after 15 days you start getting the liquid compost, or you can say the compost tea, and then after that continuously every 15 days you have to take the discharge out of the tap.
Liquid used?
So this liquid is used for plants, and the simple way is that this is a very concentrated compost tea. You have to dilute to 5 times or 10 times with water and then use this because it is very concentrated.
What about odor and what about mosquitoes? It's difficult to put outside a house. Can you explain me?
Very good question, because this is the most prevalent question or a common man will be asking us. The important is a closed digester. This is a closed digester, and as I said that this is the air circulator which we are giving. So most of the odor is controlled by the bacteria, because when it breaks down into carbon dioxide is odorless, and when any other food smell comes, then it will be the air circulator will be moving and it will be removing the odor. Second comes about mosquitoes and flies. We give guarantee of 3 things: that there is no flies or mosquito, because it's a closed container and it doesn't allow any type of it doesn't attract any flies and mosquito. You may have mosquito in your house, but we guarantee you will not have mosquito around the composter and inside the composter.
What is the byproduct of rocket composter?
So important is that this residue is what for example, if you are taking out a juice from an orange, or if you are taking juice out of an Mosambi, so when you crush it out, then there is some pulp remaining. So it is the same thing, you are taking out the whole water and that pulp is the residue. So this residue in some point of time, after an year the total residue will be up to this spot. You just have to remove the lid and take out this, and that residue is an excellent manure. It is an excellent mulch, you can say. Just mix it with 50% of soil, 50% of this, and put it into the pot. Your soil will never get hard. That is going to make your soil very porous.
Okay. It smells, residue smell?
Residue, yes, at the end of the time, after 1 year, it will be having some smell, but when you are putting waste, there is no odor. So main part is that when you are using the composter for your food waste, it will not smell.
As you said, it generates compost tea. What is the compost tea?
Compost tea is basically a concentrate of all the nutrients and the matter, which is the moisture which is coming out from the food waste. As you will be knowing that food waste is 70% water, like 65 to 70% water. So at present, when you are transferring this food waste from one point to other point, you are transferring water. So we are trying to break down that water, and that compost is having water and the nutrients, which is very important. And that nutrients, we use it for plants. So you have to dilute with 5 liters of water and rest 5 liters, and then you can use it.
How this rocket composter works, sir?
So this is an virgin SDP material, and this is molded, and it has been put into mold, and we are using this. This air circulator is FRP, and these are the pipes, again SDP pipes, and you have one tap at the below. So this is the one thing. So this tap is going to help you to take out the compost tea. And now I'll try to show you how a person will be doing this composting process. Okay. So first of all, when I'll open it. When you have wet waste, you have to do one thing, is that you have to ensure that the wet waste is not more than 5 kg. So I'll now show you, by opening it, how this. First of all, it's a threaded this thing. You have to remove this very delicately and put it aside. And now you can see that this is the digester. This is the main digester. Okay. So when do you installation, when you do it, First of all, what we give with this, you get this type of what you call plate, or which is having a lot of holes into this. So this is sort of a strainer. So your food waste should come over it. So you have to spread the food waste. So when you put from the top, and you have to spread from the food waste. And now you can see that the bottom is very clear, and in bottom, first of all, put some pebbles to that tap level, so that the water comes out. You know the story that how a crow drank water from an pitcher. So he started putting pebbles in the pitcher, and the water level came up. So that is a simple story which everybody should know. And then after that, putting the pebbles, just put this inside. Okay, now it is well placed. Now you don't have to remove.
Okay.
So this completes your installation. So your rocket compost is installed. Now when you get the wet waste, now you have to spread the wet waste and put it here. After that, this is the culture which you get. So this culture is composition of soil bacteria, basic bacteria. Just after putting the waste, sprinkle 3 spoons. Instead 3 spoons or maximum 4 spoons of this culture over this, and then again you have to close this. So
Okay.
this is you have to close this again. So this is the process which you have to follow. Daily you do these things, but ensure that you don't put more than 5 kg waste per day. That is called the loading rate. I would like to tell you that this is 250 liters bin, rocket composter 250 liters. So that don't get confused that to put 250 or 25 kg, it is 5 kg per day, and that will suffice the purpose of managing your wet waste.
Okay. इसमें हम daily 5 kg तक waste
Yes.
cook food डाल सकते हैं.
Yeah.
If we have uncooked food, then
Any cook food, see, the whole idea is that a person normally in house generates 500 grams waste. It is not 5 kg. So 10 houses, if you take this, then 10 houses would be generating around 5 kg. So one rocket composter is sufficient for 10 houses. So if you are having a building, a small flat having 20 houses, so you require only 2 rocket composter. So these 2 rocket composters are very simple and basic, and this is going to help you to solve your wet waste problem.
sir, what is this? It looks like pankha.
Yeah, this is an air circulator. So now you can see that we are inside a room, so this will not move. But if you are going to put a fan, so then it will start moving. So normally when you are putting on the terrace or when you are putting the open land, so there is the air which flows and you have wind. So with this wind, it moves and it sucks off the any gas which is trapped inside.
Now exhibition is over. So sir, what's your next plan for introduce to Goa rocket composter?
Exhibition is over, but the work is not over. We have come with a very basic aim of making Goa wet waste free, or you can say the garbage free. And our target would be the residential areas and the gram panchayat, where we can help the gram panchayat to be wet waste free, and also help the city which is also to be wet waste free. So the whole idea is that to have at least few important societies where we can demonstrate, where we can see that this is going to be a workable, a scalable and an important solution for Goa.
That's good, sir. Fantastic. Your machine is really very fantastic.
Thank you for the appreciation, and I hope that all the Goanese people would love this rocket composter, and I wish and you wish good luck and bless us with your advice.
Okay, here Prachi Patni. Thanks to Dr. Sunit Davke and बताने के लिए how its work and rocket composter looks like rocket and its style. That's a success. It looks elegant and beautiful. Goa requires this type of. Don't miss opportunity, people. Grab the opportunity and save the environment. We are here to help you. Thank you so much.